Welcome to your Leadership Service Learning Project Guide. This presentation provides you with a broad overview of your service learning project. Please download a copy of your project guide for complete information regarding your service learning project. You and a team of 3 to 5 colleagues will complete a service learning experience as part of this course. The experience will require you to identify and collaborate with a community partner, which could be a local government, a nonprofit, or service organization, in which you'll exercise your leadership skills. Your team will complete a project or provide a service that demonstrates your leadership competency and provides growth in your individual and team leadership development. Individual team members must contribute at least 25 hours to the team's service learning project. Service learning combines 3 key concepts to enhance your learning and social responsibility: academic instruction, meaningful service, and critical reflective thinking. Service learning is an approach that unifies what you learn in the classroom with service you do in the community. Through meaningful reflection, you solidify your learning and develop a sense of community engagement. This diagram shows the difference between service learning and other types of community work. The difference between service learning and an internship, volunteerism, or field research is that it balances the need of the student with the needs of the community and the needs of academic learning. This means we need to be aware of what service learning is not. Service learning can be better understood by exploring what it isn't. Consider these differences between service learning and similar concepts that are sometimes mistaken. Service learning is not volunteerism. It is important that we clearly understand that students are not volunteers who merely carry out various tasks that an agency needs accomplished. Service is linked to the learning objectives of your leadership experience. This service is much more of an integral part of the learning experience as traditional instruction tools like textbooks, papers, or exams. Service learning is not a traditional internship. Service learning is oftentimes confused with traditional internships. Unlike internships, service learning addresses community needs and promotes your development. Another difference from traditional internships is the emphasis on reflection, a key component of service learning. Finally, service learning is not charity. Given the reciprocal nature of service learning, it is not a form of charity in which good deeds are dispensed. Both student and community should be equal beneficiaries, though students oftentimes report that they've received more from the experience than they contributed. Let's explore the benefits of service learning. Students can benefit in the following ways: an increased understanding of learning, hands-on experience, cementing values or exploring new skills, connecting with professionals or community partners, and satisfying an urge towards public service or civic participation. Community partners can benefit in these ways: gain additional human resources needed to achieve organizational goals, inject new energy, enthusiasm, or perspectives into organizational work, increase public awareness of key issues, and help prepare today's students for tomorrow's civic leaders. So let's define your service learning experience. This is a self-directed service learning experience, which means you and your team have the freedom to identify your community partner and the project or service that you'll provide. Let's take a look at what a community partner is and how teams should identify a partner and develop a project. A community partner is a local government, nonprofit, or service agency that provides service learners with the opportunity to collaborate on a project or service activity. Community partners are more than supervisors. They help educate service learning students. Service learning students not only want to help meet important community goals, but the experience is also the basis for understanding of your leadership. Students receive academic credit for learning through these service efforts. The assistance of community partners is essential in encouraging students to think about the service experience means to them. Partners set organizational context and provide important perspectives on overall issues and impact. Students come to them not only for supervision, but also to learn from their skills and expertise. As coeducators, community partners assist students in making connection between their service activities and learning outcomes. Student service learners are responsible to identify and collaborate with a community partner organization for their leadership service learning project. This means that you'll need to identify, contact, and create a partnership with a local organization. To assist, your instructor has vetted a number of local government, nonprofit, and community organizations that are interested in partnering with you for the service learning experience. Your instructor will provide this list to you upon request. Once you've established a relationship with a local community partner, your team must solidify a project or service that will demonstrate and strengthen your leadership competency. Again, your team has the complete freedom to meet the needs of your community partner through any type of project or service. Now let's talk about the deliverables of your service learning project. Your project includes 3 capstone deliverables. Prior to beginning your work, you'll submit a service learning proposal. Then, at the completion of your work, for this project, you and your team will identify and collaborate with a community partner of your choosing. First, you'll identify that partner and agree on a project or opportunity. Then, you'll prepare a well-designed 2 to 5 page business report that frames the collaboration between the service learning team and the community partner, including these elements: the service learning team member names and contact information, community partner organization with contact names and information, identification and definition of project or service to be completed, and a strategy for successful project completion. You'll describe what will occur within particular timeframes. This proposal will serve as your guide, and it will also provide your instructor with the critical information needed to understand and support your service learning experience. You'll also prepare a reflection report. Reflection is the process by which you analyze experiences as a means of identifying and absorbing what you've learned. Teams will prepare a 4 to 5 page business report that encapsulates team reflection from the service learning experience. This reflection report must include an evaluation and overview of your service learning experience, reflection of the group and individual service learning, synthesis of team learning and development through the experience, critique of the results of your work, and photos capturing your team in service learning action. This report should capture your service learning experience, clearly evaluate, reflect, synthesize, and critique that experience. Reports should be clear, concise, and captivating, using strong business document design standards. Finally, once you've completed your service learning experience, you'll share that experience and your reflection through a final presentation. You'll have 30 minutes to present your service learning experience. This presentation should be a comprehensive overview of your work and should cover the essential elements of your reflection report. The presentation should bring your audience into your service learning experience. Application of your leadership competencies and your leadership development should be highlighted. Your presentation must include a PowerPoint or similar visual aid. Audience engagement and dialogue is critical for this presentation. For online students, your presentation will be made electronically. Create a narrated PowerPoint presentation or video for your presentation, upload it to your YouTube account, and share the link in the assignment submission area. Now go enjoy your service learning experience.